Welcome back, 431, 730 AM, 102.9 FM, WTNT. Andy Parks live from the Washington Times. And look who's here from Times247.com, editor Katherine Timpf. Hello.
Hello.
Well, still have the smile on your face. Well, semi-smile today. But it's Tuesday. I certainly understand. And it's an ugly one.
I keep thinking it's Thursday, and I'm like, Friday tomorrow. And then I'm like, oh, man. Then I fall hard.
Yeah.
It's not even Thursday tomorrow.
It's tough, I know. All right. What are you guys working on back there?
Do you see that juice bar owner who's charging liberal customers an extra $1 for juice?
Yeah. He's, what is the guy's name? He's in Utah.
In Utah, and he's giving the extra money to the Heritage Foundation.
Yeah, I love that. Mm-hmm. I love that guy. And talked about him a little earlier. In fact, I had a soundbite from him. Yeah, here he is.
I'm very open about it. I'm very public about it. That I'm going to charge them a little bit more. And I have liberals come in and pay the extra $1 surcharge.
Yep. Burnett, a diehard supporter of domestic energy and longtime health food fan, charges those who identify themselves as liberals $1 more for their drinks, then donates the money to conservative causes.
That's his name, George Burnett.
George Burnett.
Yeah, I like that. I like that guy.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, what else you have?
Do you see the study by the United Nations Development Program? Its own report about itself basically is saying we don't really know if we help the poor. So the UN...
Wait a minute. They investigate themselves?
They investigated themselves. Okay. This is an anti-poverty agency investigating itself, and one of the things it finds problem with the agency is, quote, a lack of focus on the poor. Which is probably a problem for an anti-poverty agency.
Yeah, probably.
I would say.
Yes.
And not only are they saying they don't really help the poor, their causes have only remote connections with poverty, limited success, and they have limited ability to demonstrate whether its poverty reduction activities have contributed to any significant change in the lives of people it's trying to help.
Right.
They're saying, who knows if we help the poor? We don't know. We don't know how we're going to know.
Yeah.
But still, I mean...
Somehow or another, I know we have money involved in that.
Right. And just last year, the head of this was saying, all the countries in the North need to really focus on their environmental footprint because it's causing problems in all these other countries. Yeah. And they specifically singled out all these programs as being like the ones where they really have no idea what they're doing.
That's fantastic. I love hearing that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Did you see the cops in New York want to put, oops, just hit myself in the face with the microphone. They want to put GPS trackers in pill bottles with painkillers in them?
Yeah. I guess what they're looking for illegal use, where they go after someone gets a prescription, they want to be able to. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about you just don't?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money. Okay, they're like little spy devices to put little fake pills that look like GPS tracking.
Yeah, little tiny,
I could see, what are they going to do? Be like, oh, if the pill bottle leaves, if you're not supposed to be driving when you're on the medicine. I could see they can find out anything about anybody under the guise of this drug control issue.
I mean, let's face it, right now, if you have a car with GPS in it, they know where you are.
Yeah.
They know where you are at all times. I remember the first time I used, what the heck was that thing that was in my car? OnStar.
Yeah.
I used that one time, and believe me, I've only used it like one time, and I was shocked that not only did they come on and know my name, okay, because I guess it's all registered, right, and it's all computerized, and they knew exactly, I mean, within 100 feet of where I was.
Yeah.
And I thought, gee, this stuff really does work.
Yeah.
Pretty scary.
Did you hear about that lady, though, who drove 900 miles out of her way because of a GPS mistake?
No.
She was in Europe somewhere.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I could see myself doing that. When I was in college, I left my job. I took the wrong driveway out of my job at the mall. I was a waitress at the mall. Mm-hmm. Instead of going like 10 minutes out of my way, I've been driving for like 40 minutes. I didn't even realize it until I saw Lake St. Clair. I saw a big lake and all these boats. I'm like, this is not a thing that I should be seeing.
You could get lost for 9 hours.
Maybe.
All right, got time for one more.
Did you know taxpayers are covering Bill Clinton's cable bill?
No.
Paying for the Cinemax in his office.
No kidding.
Every year.
Ann, can I get that?
Every year.
Can I get them to pay my bill? Oh, I'm sorry.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got plenty of cash, okay? But that's one of the things that makes the cut when they're trying to trim the fat in the budget. Got to make sure Bubba got all of his channels he needs in his office.
That's amazing. That really is amazing. Mm-hmm. Just think of all the money that if you actually sat down and you went step by step through all the expenditures in the U.S. And granted, it would take you years and years and years to do it.
Right.
But do you realize how much cutting you could do?
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about when you say you can't cut, you can't cut? I'm like, I see something every day I can tell you. How about my job is I tell you something every day you can cut?
Yeah.
Like this.
That'd be good.
Today. Cut it now.
All right. Well, very good. We'll go check it all out. It's at times247.com. Editor Katherine Timpf. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. 4:36, 7:30 a.m., 102.9 FM, WTNT.